Dr. Apocalypse. Dr. Apocalypse. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Hello, and welcome back to the Dr. Apocalypse and Baron von Evilstein show. We're here after a little bit of a hiatus, so today we're going to play a little bit of catch-up and just talk about some of our favorite picks from the last 3 weeks or so. So tonight, Mary is unable to join us. She is out in Colorado making sure the right guy gets elected. And we'll be back next week.
Whoever that guy may be.
Yeah, hopefully that's as close to politics as we get.
Yes.
Anyway, so instead we're joined tonight by, well, we'll start with Nate. Nate's back. And today we're joined by Zaya.
Hello.
And there's Leaf on the end. And I'm Trisha. I think I already told you that. You should already know anyway. So I guess we will start on the far end with Leaf. What are a couple of your favorite picks from the last few weeks?
Last week, I think Saucer of Zilk came out. And that is a comic by Brendan McCarthy and Al Ewing. And I've been waiting for that for a while. It's from 2000 AD, the British Comics magazine, and IDW put it over and published it. And it is a very, very psychedelic, brightly colored comic book about a superhero who travels through dimensions and has fancy pants and travels in floating or moving teapots, and it's completely
It's
insane,
fantastic.
but it's great.
I've also read it, and yes, brightly colored.
Neon
Every
colored,
time I
yeah.
look at it, I need to read it again because it just has this like pull. Like I need to see what world this is. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan McCarthy's art has always impressed me. Of course, you actually originally introduced me to not only him, but like Rogan Gosh and Spider-Man Fever, some of his older work. And this is brilliant.
Yeah,
so good.
It's one of the few comics that I don't think you could really translate it into any other medium. You know, his art is just so out there that it just...
No option for
No
Hollywood.
Wachowski brother could even attempt to do it.
No Michael Bay movie
No.
made out of it.
Only if it was animated in the exact same style.
Yeah, actually, I could see that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have no idea what animator could ever do that. But
Project for the
that's
collective
impressive.
count.
That's impressive if he can pull it off. He or she could pull it off. It would be very cool.
Did you want to say anything?
Well, I think the best thing about Brandon McCarthy's art is that a lot of these psychedelic artists, they tend to get so focused on cramming as much as they can into the panels, but it's always clear what's happening in the panel transitions, and you never have any trouble figuring out what's going on, even if you don't know what is going on.
Even if it's
Yeah.
mind-boggling, you can still see it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts about it was the narration style. It just felt like some guy kind of talking to you and being like, knowing what your reaction is going to be to whatever the past 3 pages have had. So like when it was all down and dark and sad, there would be like a happy one-liner. It was like, all right, now let's go over here because this is depressing. So they would just sort of like follow whatever your mood was, I guess, meant to be or likely to be.
Yeah.
And so it felt like a very personal comic, I guess. It was totally fun.
Yep.
What
Colorful.
else?
Another comic I was liking was the Doctor Who. Is that a reboot or?
Well, it's just the third volume, I
Third
guess.
volume,
They've done 2 prior ongoing series before. One with David Tennant, Doctor, the 10th Doctor, and the last one was the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, and this one is also Matt Smith.
And I'm not caught up on the current Doctor Who, but
The show.
Yeah, the show. So but the comic itself is the first 2 issues. Was a completed story arc and made sense to me. I really dug it. It's a time traveling, not medieval, British museum in the mid 1800s that they travel to, and there's spiritualists and portals and all that stuff. And I really
Crazy
liked it.
machines from the future.
Basically a good episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into comics.
Actually, it's really really well done. I feel like in the past, some of the Doctor Who comic books have come up a little shy in the last few years, either in writing or in art. They were kind of little lacking. This is Andy Diggle, who has done plenty of other work, some of it better than others, and did a good job writing this. And Mark Buckingham, who does the art for Fables, which I've been a big fan of for many, many years, did the art for these 2 issues at least. I believe they're going to replace the writer and the artist for the next 2 issues, and then Andy Diggle will come back, and I'm not sure so much about Mark Buckingham continuing the art, but it was a fantastic 2 issues.
It's a good start.
Yeah, a really good start.
What else are your picks then?
Oh,